All right, let's talk about the Peace and Freedom Challenge. This is a recent event that just happened. Tell us about it. What is it? And we're gonna, I guess, learn a lot more about that with Nat when he comes on.
Sure. I mean, if you think about the changes that are happening in the world today, change is happening faster than solutions. And the pandemic showed that the world has a real, the world doesn't collaborate as well as it could. And then COP26 comes along, and I think we're starting to see that COP26, it's a lot of effort in, but the world doesn't collaborate as well as it could. And so for us, a big thing is, well, how do you go to the points of pain where changes are going to kill people and they're really going to upset people. They're going to really disrupt things. And we consider those places home for us is into remote areas and vulnerable places. So if you think about, pandemic, you'd have a disease from the world going in, killing a lot of people, hurting a lot of people, and not a lot of medicines going in. So that's not good. And then around climate change, nature's changing and nature's going to kill people and hurt people in some places a lot more than others. And so, coming back to our sweet spot, how do we go into these places and ask people how they would overcome these challenges? So, peace, the theme is around saving lives. Freedom, the theme is around how do we shift from a carbon economy to a post carbon economy and challenge smart people at these points of pain that are changing fast, challenge them to come up with ideas.
Okay, so I think really interesting about this is that you're bringing entrepreneurs into this whole idea of peace and freedom. Why focus on that demographic?
Well, you think about the French word entreprendre just means I pick it up into my own hands. It's just taking things into your own hands. So if you think about COP26 as a concept, it's a bunch of people who are supposed to be leaders at the top trying to figure stuff out and then kind of sell it down to us, or explain it or implement it, whatever. But bottom up, I mean, if you go to poor places that are crowded with people, you run into tons of smart people. And a lot of them are entrepreneurs because there is no system in place. So you think about the current systems we have in the world, we're supposed to change them. Well, people who are in those systems don't change systems very well. People who are out of those systems are not resistant to change, and they will change because of necessity. So there's a percentage of all populations that are naturally entrepreneurial, and some people just get pushed into taking things into their own hands. If we reach out to them, they tend to come forward. And smart people from these types of places are not shy. They think they're smart, they think they have solutions. So then the interface is challenge them to come up with solutions to these problems. And the first phase is you get a lot of content, a lot of discussion, and people get smarter as they go. So when someone in Madagascar comes up with an idea and someone in Congo comes up with an idea, when they find out what the other idea is, the game gets faster and better.